Bet you wonder who gon' love you when you're feeling alone, when you're calling every number that you save in your phone. It ain't no one picking up and you're stuck with the tone. I will. No, you wonder who gon' love you when you're stuck in a rut. You don't wanna talk to no one, so you lay in the cut. And you trying, but it's never enough. I will. I won't leave you lonely, baby, I'm alright. I know you don't really know me, you gon' have to try to put a little trust in me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody love like me, It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. I won't leave you lonely, baby, I'm alright. I know you don't really know me, you gon' have to try to put a little trust in me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Nobody love like me. It ain't no one that can love like me. Nobody. Walking through the desert.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're watching from. I'm AmaltheaAoiSi. Welcome to my Monday night treatment, where due to internet issues, I didn't get to finish Dragon Quest 1. So we're going to continue Dragon Quest 1. Really, the only thing left to do is the Dragon Lord's Castle. Yeah, so back at it. And hopefully the internet holds this time. Woo woo woo. Yo, dragon. Bum, bum, bum. Victory. And for those who are waiting for my schedule, I'll probably have it up in the morning. I want to see if we actually get hot weather tomorrow. Because if we get the grain that it's calling for, I don't expect the internet to be stable. Don't hit me, you big club. Because I hit back. Whee! One man show. One man go bye-bye. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Do-do-do-do. Faintest of droughts can be droughts can be felt coming from somewhere nearby. I think they meant draft. A drought is something you take. Amal examines the ground at his feet. Whee! New entry has been added. The Heroes Souped Up Skills Part 4. Part 3. Lightning Slash is Lightning Thrust. Magic Barrier is Zero Zone. Now spells and abilities without using... Oh, okay. A Splitter. A Sky Splitter. Force of slash only is a single enemy. Zap to Lightning Storm. Paralyzing. Okay. Makes clones of the caster which can carry out the same action 3 times per turn. Yeah, divide I've accidentally done. Ba 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 da 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 da. Okay. Ba-doo ba-doo. Bye bye bad guys. Okay. Wee. Oh, itchy. Wah, wah. Get some magic points back. Ba-doo ba-doo. Victory. All right. Bum 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 bum. Just checking the map. I want to make sure I don't miss the last mini medal. Eee. Boo boo boo. Focus, focus. Heal, heal.
I shall rend thee asunder.
Oh, that did more damage than I thought it would. Alright. Do, 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 do. Oh, oh. Yawn, yawn. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Scratch. heaven. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, take the up path. Hi, big guy. Ouch.
Much better. More heal. Much better.
Do do do. Yeah, go away, big guy. Booey. Do 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 do. Okay, heal. And go away to the side. Eee. Fight, fight, bad guys. Ah, I'm probably gonna level again. Yep. 9 more fights. Hapless Helm. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum.
Much better. Re-heal. Justice. I
Boom
have thee
boom boom
now.
boom.
Ha! I have thee now.
Boom. Yeah. Do do do. Metallic guys. I need more dragons though. Ow. Itchy, itchy. Woo.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
No power outages.
Oh.
That would suck if the internet is behaving and then the power gets go poof. Alright, let's fight a mimic. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Round 2, or is it 3? Welcome back. There you go. Technically, it's stream number 2-ish. I don't know. It did funny things with the internet. We're now on a hope it doesn't do that again. Because the electricity is already flickered. But I just want to get the damn game done. Is that too much to ask for? Probably. Probably 100% too much to ask for. I shouldn't be asking for the internet to survive. Alright. Wee! How's you doing? Hi, dragon. Focus, focus.
Not escape.
Die, dragon. Thank you. I appreciate it when they listen. Hey, like 6 more fights and I should level. Okay. Now back. The other way and up. I don't know where that staircase leads to. Ah, okay. Alright. Round and round and round I go. Where I stop, the bad guys won't go. Just gonna burn those magic points up. 'Cause I wanna get through. Okay, we're gonna go up this little staircase for now. Hi, big guy. Thank you for falling down and going boom. Whee! Open the chest. And it's hate mail. The kind of mail everybody doesn't want. Hate mail. Well, depending on the person. Yo, to Zoom. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a I want hot weather day. I'm over the cold. Okay, keep going. Got another mimic to kill. We're just down here. Oi.
Oh, not today. Ha!
Yeah, not today. Go away. Stupid undeads. Ba 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 ba. Open the chest. Uh-oh, it's a mimic. Time to kick its butt. Dodgy, dodgy.
Much better. Ha! Ah,
Focus, focus.
much better. Oh. Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Not today. Ah,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on, just die. Thank you. Stupid mimics. Drops the treasure chest. Sage's elixir. Yeah. Okay, now. Up to the ladder. Go down this ladder. New area. Do. One of these ladders should. Okay, yep. There's nothing on this map. Alright. Let's go get my special sword. Oh, there is stuff on this map. Let me go grab this and then I'll go get my special sword. Oh, it's a mimic.
Oh.
Bum, bum.
Friends be asunder. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you stupid
I shall
mimic.
rend thee asunder. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Yeah. Ah. And I leveled. That mimic was worth it. 42. Any drops? Sage's elixir. Good. Okay. Let's go down and let's go get my special sword. Whee! Bum 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 bum. If there's anything on that island. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy face. Whee! I'm gonna kick your butt, little dragon. I miss when games gave us a jingle when we level up, right? Ba 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 da ba. We leveled. Some games still give you a jingle when you level. And technically this one kinda does. It does like the horns. It's just not as an epic of a level up music as Final Fantasy. I found my sword. Sword in the stone. I'm meant to be king. Ba, ba, ba. Amal obtains Erdic's sword, beloved blade of the legendary hero of old. Woo. Woo. Oh, you guys want to be the first ones? Don't you steal my magic points. I worked hard for those. Wah, wah. Meditate. Oh, come on, just die. Thank you. Looming hard-headed dragon. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, hello, double dragons. I'm gonna smack you now, and then you're gonna fall down. And you're gonna give me experience points. Ba, 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 ba. Boo, 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 boo. Where will this stairs go? I'm playing Dragon Quest II on Draconian at the moment. Nice! I played Dragon Quest II after I finished Dragon Quest I. How you liking it? Boom, boom, boom. Uh-huh, okay. Wonder where that ladder goes. Ah, the mini medal. Yes! Harder than 1, but fun in its own way. Yeah. I could see it getting routinely harder. I wonder where this goes. Oh, hi, dragon. If the games didn't get kind of harder and different in their own way, then they wouldn't have been as popular as they are. That's why they call it Nintendo Hard. They do. Like, I get where the guide I'm following... Oh, it just keeps going. Okay. That's a round and round and round. Alright. Not sure when they added the metal slimes. Oh, I can look that up real quick. Let's see. Metal slimes were introduced in Dragon Quest I in 1986. Yep, like Two Zoom just said, they were originals. Puff Puffs, on the other hand, were not introduced until after Dragon Quest III, I believe. Liquid metal were not. Yup. And then Puff Puffs came later. Basically, for the Puff Puffs, you had to wait until Dragon Ball had it first. And then you get the Puff Puffs. And all the fun that ensues from Puff Puffs. Mean Dragon. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Which I had finished Dragon Quest XI. I'm on the road to getting all the Puff Puffs and getting that achievement. Whee! Yeah, you're going down. Hit me all you want. I'll just have to heal. Oh, there it is. Okay. Could be. There it is. Do-do-do-do. Whee! Whoop. This way. And down. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Speaking of slimes. There's a whole row of liquid metal slimes. What, every other one gonna run? By the time I get to actually hit one, they're all going to run away. Oh, you're going to stay, huh? They better not. They will. Hey, I told you they'd all run. I needed to use the boomerang on them. They were just there to give me some damage and run away. I will say, the liquid slime is one of the funnest ones in Dragon Quest Builders 2, because every in-game day, you can play tag with him and he gives you points. Not cool. It's not cool, but it's better than them doing like a shit ton of damage to me. Hi, dragon.
Much better.
Oh, hi, Ito. Yeah, your doorway, the doorway's blocked. But... Hold on. The kitty cat wants in. Okay, now Ito can come in if he wants. Boom, boom. Gate was up so the dog couldn't get in here. Uh-oh, it's a mimic.
Much better.
No, he's just gonna steal it. Da, 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 da. Come on, buddy.
I shall rend thee asunder.
Yeah, yeah. Ba 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 ba. Drops. Sage's elixir. All right. Da, 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 da. Down, over, down, over, down, over. In some games, the mimics are like mini bosses. They are. And I will say, the mimics in this game are pretty tough, comparatively. Especially since it's the first, like, endgame level creature you come across. And, well, it's all based on the D&D mimics. Them D&D mimics are little shits. Mainly because you touch it and you're stuck to it while it nom-noms on you. But my Kenku killed a mimic and now I have mimic goo in my baggie. Alright. Oh, look at that room full of chests. How many of those chests do you think are mimics? They are somewhat harder enemies the first few times you find one. Yep. And like I said, you find them so much earlier in the game. Ah, well, only one of those chests is a mimic. I found a Pandora's box. Ooh. Pandora's boxes are boxes you don't want to open. Aw, look at this nice spread. I gotta get rid of the dragons first.
Shall rend thee asunder. I shall rend thee asunder.
Ah. I put the... Yeah, I gotta put the boomerang back in my pocket. Equipment. Carry foil. Double edge. There. This one. The Akira Toriyama style has some very silly looking mimics. Well, the Akira Toriyama style is based off of the D&D style. I'll almost never use anything but a whip or a boomerang. I don't know. I don't like them. That's me. But I've got a boomerang specific for slime, so I should probably have that mimics that the metal slime specific tool in my bag. I think for me in this one, it hasn't been worth it to have one that's going to hit a group because most of the groups aren't grouped that I've come across. And even if it is the same ones, they're considered separate groups. So, I don't know. It's just not making it worth it to have things that hit multiple people. Strategically, being able to attack all is better. I think the weapon I find most dull is the axe. I almost never use magic. Oh, I like using the magic and the abilities. And no, I wouldn't use the axe because it's slow. Yeah, it's going to do more damage when it hits, but it's not going to hit fast. My personal fighting style is I like using the abilities when they're offered, if they're worthwhile, and magic sometimes because magic's going to hit the whole ground faster than a weapon and does more damage than the weapons. Alright, one of these is a mimic. $4.20 next to the herbs. There's the mimic.
Much better.
And that's the fun with games like this, where it leaves it open to everybody's different play styles. I think it's cool that they took that in consideration. Kind of like they took into consideration somebody might kidnap the princess and keep her with them the whole game. I selectively use magic, but don't want to use it too much MP. Yeah, magic tends to be fixed damage most of the time. Most of the time, but in this, it seems to be depending on one, what is their defensive abilities? Two, what is their, like, what are they made of? A lightning does better against metal guys. My only complaint with the magic in this game is you've got a 1, 2, 3 level of all the spells. But the level 3 on fire is the only one that doesn't hit the whole playing field. The dances Jessica and the monsters did were very silly. They are, but they're supposed to. Okay. Now for the long walk. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Wait, I did. I gotta go down. But also, you gotta keep in mind that the Dragon Quest games were designed to be kind of silly adventures. Toriyama really never did anything pretty serious. All of his stories from everything is hilarious. I mean, come on. Dragon Ball. Master Roshi has a lifelong subscription to every pornographic magazine there is around the world. And that's a show with kids in it. It's also where we get the Puff Puff.
I shall rend thee asunder!
And I think it's that humor that Toriyama had that kind of makes most of the games that he worked on amazing. One thing about this game they don't teach you well to do is overpowered combos. The one thing the Dragon Quest games in the beginning all lacked was any kind of assistance. So I know that they've given us I don't like those things. The hero souped up skills, and it's holding square while you push these buttons. But when I'm holding square, it should switch the name of the skill to the new skill so that I know what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's me trying to randomly remember which ones change and into what and what the new ability does. I remember Dr. Slump was even more innocent and lighthearted than Dragon Ball. Yeah. Really? I even changed to the boomerang for you, you stupid slimes. He makes good lightheartedness ones, but Oh, there we go. The girlie I didn't kidnap through the whole game is talking.
The presence of the sphere of light. And if the sphere is present, then so too is the Dragon Lord. Forget not thy promise to me, beloved.
Yeah, we have ancestors to make. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a Dragon Quest 2. I do appreciate having played them in the 3-1-2 order. So all this stuff that they're talking about with the OG game, I'm actually I'm understanding the whole Ortega and everything. Dragon Quest 2, they reference you did keep her until the end. Yeah, I didn't. I dropped her off. So I'm not going to get that ending. And it's a hint so that you go back and you play the game by carrying her with you for the rest of the game. She was a help in the end. Choices. I didn't use a guide. The only guide I'm using is one that told me where all the mini medals were, because God, I hate finding those. And where the hidden treasure is. That's it. That's the only thing in the guides I've been using. I wanted to just play the game. And it told me to take her home, so I took her home. That's the fun with RPGs. If I would have used a guide, I would have carried her off with me. But it was my choice. Alright. Time to go heal. Ba-ba-ba. Turn in the muddy metals. Woot woot woot. I got all the metals. And she probably would have been a big help through the whole rest of the game. Yo, Monarch of Metals. But yeah, thou hast achieved feats that may be described at minimum as magnificent. Thou art no mere metal hunter, but a metal maestro. I pray that the items with which I have rewarded thee prove at least minimally useful on the adventure ahead. Yeah, what does that new thingy do? Life of its own when wielded by a true whip warrior. Okay. She's useless until after the fight you summon and Rubis. She still would have been somebody. Going from 3 where you have like an entire party to going to this one where you don't is awkward. To say the least. But, like I said, it was my choice. The game didn't tell me I had an option to take her with me. So I didn't take her with me. And will I play this game again? Probably not. I'm usually good. Once the story is done, I'm done. I move on. Rubus gives her the ability to random cast a prayer that does a buff similar to Reheal. Cool. I don't need it. I said there was nothing that said there was an option to carry her along with me. So didn't do it. And not gonna play again just to carry her on. Ba-ba-ba. Whee! Hello, big guy.
So, thou art come before me at last. I am the Dragon Lord.
I'm like trying to take a drink and
Master
completely
of
missing the mouth.
masters, King of kings. So hasty. Pray, let us talk a while. Know that I do not call myself king without
Bad guy's
reason.
monologue.
My kind were once masters of this world, though you humans seem to have long since forgotten.
Okay.
Were it still so, this, the sphere of light, would have been my birthright, and the source of untold power both. Yet mine ancestors saw fit to award it to a human hero, whose deeds she did deem worthy. Let me in
which
turn
means
commend
that's
thy deeds,
mine by
descendant
birthright.
Of the same human. Thou hast overcome much to reach me. Long have I awaited this moment. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant
I have fought my
unto
way
thee
here beyond the
dominion
Goblin
over
City
half this world. What sayest
to
thou?
take back the light that you have
Wilt thou
stolen.
rule beside me?
So my will is great. Sorry, my brain went straight to the labyrinth. No, I'm not going to sit beside you, buddy.
Thou wishest not for half the world. Wilt thou not reconsider? 'Tis an offer few would refuse.
Yeah, it's an offer offered by somebody who's going to lose and knows that they can, if I accept the offer, they get half. No, I don't want this.
Thou wilt brook no such covenant. Thou art resolved to face me no matter the cost.
Yep.
So be it! Come, fool! Know thine insignificance!
I am not insignificant. I am the protagonist. Dodgy, dodgy.
Thou shalt not escape!
Focus, focus.
Not today! Insolent worm! Oh, thou shalt not escape! Kneel before me!
You can grind into significance, right? All right, one more round and his thingy's gone.
Thou shalt not insolent worm!
Yeah, but you didn't put your defense back up, buddy. Why is it not demon? Is he considered undead or something? Oh, he probably counts as a dragon. Wanted to full combo, but it's so hard to do with one character. Like I said, my choice. Ah, he does. He counts as a dragon. Me having to stop and think about being Dragon Lord.
Insolent worm!
Dodgy, dodgy.
Thou shalt not escape!
Meditation.
How I pity thee!
Oh, armor down. Interesting. I've never seen an armor down.
Thou shalt not escape! Much better.
That's magic resistance on. Ah!
This world is mine! Thou art no match for me!
He's the first person to use it on me.
A battle for the ages!
Yeah, so says you.
Thou shalt not escape! Perish!
Speaky aura is very uncommon. Yeah. Makes sense why he'd be the only one that can do it.
I cannot fall. This is far from over. Squirm, maggot.
I am not a maggot.
Much better. Beg for thy life. Ha! Much better. Thy pain is my pleasure. How I pity thee.
Ah, it bounces magic. Okay.
Know thy place. Squirm, maggot.
So used to seeing that circle being cop out.
Much better.
Yeah! Done! He is defeated. He is defeated. And as he's like a normal bad guy. And there's another one coming. 19K. Nice. Leveled. Free healing.
The power of the light is no mere trifle.
Well, the power of being the
Then
protagonist.
I must needs rise to meet it. For I shall not be bested. Witness the might of my line.
You know, there are so many of these fights that would just end if you could, like, halfway through his conversation, just stab him. Right? Look, you're a big, evil, mean-looking figment. Only to reveal his terrifying true form as Figment. Dodgy, dodgy.
Much better. Not today.
Focus, focus.
Thou shalt not escape.
Living on the wild side. Ba-bum. I died trying to pull off an oomph boosted wild side divine double dragon slash. Ooh. That's a lot. I never remember to use items.
Thou shalt not escape.
I was using the war drum. Ah!
Not today.
It's basically oomph. Do 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 do.
Thou shalt not escape.
Meditation. Brum, brum, brum. So much fire. Oh, he's almost dead. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah! Down with the dragon! I fought him on Draconian when he buffed. He did like 200, 300 damage a turn. Ouch! I never play it on, well, I can't say never. I usually always play on normal mode. I'm not one of those people who likes the challenge of hard mode, ever. And I only do easy if I'm really trying to get through a story quicker, and I've grown tired of the game.
No, not yet.
But that's cool for you. I cheesed him. I killed him with cop out. That's what I did with the big robot.
I need only draw upon that which is my birthright. My mother's gift unto me.
He was doing 200 to himself. Yep. That's a fun with pop out.
Wherefore refusest thou the darkness? Wherefore refusest thou me?
Because, dude, you gotta come out of the shadows. Shadows. Come into the light. There. See? That's all it takes. You stab him mid-monologue.
No! The light. It fadeth.
Woo, 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 woo. Okay.
You have done well, child of light. The time is come to bring this chapter to a close.
Alright, so for ending of the game, I always make it full screen. Okay, Amal rests the light gives spear of light. I wasn't paying attention. As he holds it aloft, a blinding light radiates from deep within its core. Wait, does that mean that the Dragon Lord was my half-brother or something?
Yet so long as a seed of darkness remains, those of your line must remain ever vigilant.
Sounds like endgame dialogue. Oh, it is endgame dialogue. That was the end. Hence why I made it full screen. The Dragon Lord is a child of the Dragon Queen. Well, yeah, but he said by birthright, the sphere of light was his by his mother. And I was able to use the sphere of light, which means by birthright, it was also part of me. The great evil has been banished, and the world knows peace once more. So the fact that both of us had access to using the sphere of light by birthright, that means at some point in our history, we are related. And for its reference, the hero is a descendant of the dragons. Well, 4 is a different category. 1, 2, and 3 are a set group. I don't think 4 is connected. Off the chat off there. Doesn't cover any Alright, to my honey bunny. But it would make sense if we already are. 4 is not the same lineage, but they all a part of the Zenith legacy. Yeah. And that's what I'm kind of saying is Irdic's line at some point is related to the Dragon Lord's line. That makes him my cousin or my half-brother.
Brave hero, didst thou best the Dragon Lord and regain the Sphere of Light also? Thy deeds
yes.
are those of a hero, and let none say otherwise.
Welcome home, beloved. Right glad am I that thou didst keep thy promise to return unto me. There can be no doubt now that thou art that which thou hast long claimed to be, the true descendant of mighty Erdrick.
Which also, it goes with the way that the hero's armor looks like. It looks draconic.
At his hand, and the fiends with it. And in celebration of this, a great feast shall be held. All shall hail the Savior who did come to us in our time of direst need.
Yeah! Yay, heroes!
Doth aught trouble thee, beloved? Wherefore lingerest the hero of the hour in such a place? Strange. I too did feel that something called me here.
Irdrick did get the blessing of the Dragon Queen. He did. Which means he's blessed.
Scion of Erdrick, Gwaelin of Tantagel. By your efforts, the world has been made safe once more. I am grateful beyond words.
Argon blames Irdrick for the death of the Queen.
The Lady Rubis!
Bold hero, thanks to you, the Dragon Lord
Yeah.
has been freed from the darkness and may once more be reborn into the light. You know not how much your efforts mean.
People who are
And
evil
thus,
always have a
all
reason,
is
and that
not an
reason
end.
usually doesn't stem from them just being born
Alas,
evil.
no. For we do not yet know how or by
Heroes are
whom
more
the
destructive than
Dragon
bad
Lord
guys
was
most of the
infected
time in
with
the beginning.
darkness. I sense the presence of one in whom a yet greater wickedness resides. In time, the dark shall surely rise again, and when it does, I shall once more do all in my power to see that it does not swallow this world entire. However, I cannot do so alone.
Is she going to tell us to start procreating?
Scion of Erdrick, will those who follow you possess the strength to prevail as you have done?
Zenith Dragon, and 4 is the Queen's Child. I haven't gotten to 4 yet. I'm going to wait for it to be remastered. I've literally only played 11, 3, and 1. But I know 4 isn't directly connected to these. So that doesn't go with what I'm thinking is being hinted at, since it's not really connected. Where I think Irdic's line is related to a dragon. And the reason that I mean, what really sets a good guy from a bad guy? Right? A bad guy usually becomes bad because something happened and he needs to change it. Well, what starts a good guy on his trail? Somebody offs his dad or his mom or his family or his village, and he goes off on a journey. Both of them have the same starting. The only difference is one is viewed as good and the other is bad. But they're only viewed as good because that's the point of view we're shown. If we were playing, say, Hargon's side, we would be the good guys and they'd be the bad guys. That's the complicated point of what is evil. I think it was a quote in one of the Jurassic Parks that to a mouse, a cat is evil. Interesting observation. Thank you. Hargon blames the queen, giving the last of her life energy to Eardick before her passing. Which is true. She passed and gave him her abilities, which means that her bloodline is passing down through his bloodline. But does that really make Hargon a bad guy? He's a bad guy because we were told to go and defeat him. But he's not really... If you don't think it's bad writing, it isn't really bad writing. This is the complication that comes out with script analysis and character analysis, which is something I've studied heavily through my theater degree and taking communication theory. The best bad guys are the ones that, if you look at it from their point of view, you can sympathize with. So, Sleeping Beauty, the evil queen, was always really, really, really evil. Well, until we got the Maleficent movies and it changed it. She wasn't evil for no reason. She was kind of like dissed majorly. And even with Sleeping Beauty, if you look at it closely, if they would have just invited her to the christening, nothing in the movie would have happened. I mean, if the writing doesn't make you think, oh, yes. If the writing doesn't make you stop and think about what's going on in it, or what's being hinted at and what's being hidden, and why things are happening, then yeah, it's bad writing. Or a bad translation of a good writing. There's a lot of stuff we would miss because this is a translated game. So some of the things would have needed to be changed for English speakers to understand it. And contextually, we would miss things. And I usually have a habit of, I don't know, breaking things apart. As a hero, I feel nothing for this hero. I feel nothing for these two characters. At all. That's what this game is missing for me, and why I probably would never replay it. There's no life to him. Where the first game, there was kind of more life in 3 than there was in this one. Because in 3, you say goodbye to your mom, you go get your new job, you find out your dad might still be alive, and you go off to find him. And in finding him, trying to find him, you find out all of the stuff that's going on. And you end up in this world where everybody's being oppressed. So I felt more for him. Where this character, I'm just like, okay, I'm a descendant of the first guy. I don't have a mother or father. I've got a princess who fell in love with me 5 seconds after meeting me. If they couldn't get a halfway decent localization translator with Square Enix product, I would be so disappointed. The problem is that Square Enix wants to use AI for everything. And even if you're a really good translator, there are certain contextual things from the country of origin that we would miss. They added a lot to this game compared to the original. They did. I will hands down say this is much better than the first one. Actually, my hubby yelled at me because the first game was boring. It was on sale for like $2 on the Switch. So he got it, he played it, he glared at me, and he got mad. Because it was a waste of time. More so because the game actually gave no direction on what you're supposed to do, and rescuing the princess is optional. The original was literally rescue the princess, defeat Dragon Lord, end credits, which is exactly what the game is right now. It was rescue the princess, defeat the Dragon Lord, end credits. Everything else, you had to go out and look for it. And if you, like I said, there was nothing that said I could take the princess with me. Nothing. There was no hints that that would be okay. So I just followed what it told me to do. And if you follow what it tells you to do, then I don't know. You gotta be a certain type of player to push that. He's not old school. He's old school, but he's not JRPG old school. Like, I never touched Dragon Quest because that was my brother's game. He liked it, so I tried to stay away from it. Sibling rivalry was bad between us. Which version isn't even the original? I know. It wouldn't be. Most likely the original is lost to time. The original data is lost to time. But it's as close to the original as you're going to be able to get right now. But, yeah, hubby isn't a JRPG player. He played much different games than I did on the Dragon Warriors on NES. Awesome. So does my brother. I do not. Hubby does not. The closest you can get to getting the NES version is the port on the Switch. Because I don't support ROMs. Well, okay. I don't support ROMs for playing a game that you don't have. Or that there's a way to access it port-wise. I agree with ROMs for archival purposes, because we're just going to keep losing technology and losing the original games, which is what's happening with all the older games. They've been lost to time. So a ROM's going to make sure that there's always a copy available. I say it failed marketing, rebranding the game for a Western audience. It failed here for the same reason that the Mana series had problems here. They tried to push it as a Final Fantasy game, which doesn't work. It's not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy kind of had a little more story back then, and this game didn't. Visions of Mana was literally called Final Fantasy Adventure. As a Western audience, they wanted it to be Dragon Warrior with the idea of fighting a dragon. I used ROMs mostly to test or play games I have already bought, sometimes twice or more. Yeah, and see, using a ROM when you already own the game, which is great. Or say it's a ROM of a game that we never got in the West, and it's now translated. That's awesome, because it's never going to come over here. Those are the reasons I support. I don't support if somebody's like, you know, instead of buying this game, I'm just going to use the ROM for it. That to me is illegal and should not happen. And as long as it keeps happening, that's why you got people like Nintendo who are going to keep suing and shutting them down. Dragon Quest is you are a dragon on a quest. Yes, but they don't outwardly say, there absolutely nothing in these past 2 games have said that you are a dragon. I'm picking up with it because of what the Dragon Lord just said. Otherwise, I would have never thought that the Eardick line is related to dragons. And Dragon Warrior still could be the same thing. You're a dragon on a quest as a warrior, which you are. It wasn't a name thing. It was a trying to push it as something to play because of Final Fantasy being so popular. That's the only reason it failed. And also, like I said, translation-wise back there then was horrible. So a lot of stuff is lost in translation. But let me keep this ending going, and we can talk more during credits.
Almighty Rubis, we hereby swear that we shall do all in our power to see the world of the future filled with kind-hearted and heroic souls. Both.
Hey, look, she just said we're going to have 100 kids.
Trust in us. Humankind shall not fail thee.
And I can't fault them for a name change.
You have my thanks.
The Dragon Warrior makes more sense than Dragon Quest.
I may not be always at your side, my children. I shall be always with you in spirit. Ever shall I watch over you.
Beloved, this oath we here swear shall bring hope to future generations.
Alright, does that mean we're before marriage about to make children?
Trust unto me the 5 sigils. When the dark rises once more, these shall be the key. The tie that binds me to such heroes as might yet appear.
Dragon Warrior is... The translation was what Dragon Quest really meant. Yeah. Which is also why I don't mind Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon. Story of Seasons was the original name. Whee! Here we go.
The fairies shall know how to find me when the time comes. And we shall meet again. I shall be reunited with the heroes of the line of Erdrick. It is simply a matter of time.
Yeah, at minimum 9 months. Screw the wedding. They're just gonna make kids. And if Daddy has a problem with it, the goddess just told us to make babies. I want to see an HD of 4, but 4 is so oversaturated story-wise.
Sudden summons, good sir. I would speak with thee of something.
Don't impregnate my kid.
All was as the prophecies foretold. Lo, the words of the ancients do ring clear and true down through the ages. The promised hero, in whose veins floweth the blood of mighty Erdrick, is none other than thee. If there be a better man to rule this land, I know him not.
Right.
What sayest thou? Wilt thou take the throne in my stead? Wilt thou watch o'er this fair realm till thy dying day?
The last Dragon Quest
I
Monsters game literally is a
will
retelling
not.
of 4. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a retelling of Eardic's story.
But were I ever to rule, it must needs be a realm of mine own founding.
So be it. 'Tis not for me to persuade thee. But wheresoever thou goest, I would have thee take the sphere of light with thee.
Okay.
'Tis the right of heroes to bear it, after all. Now go forth, and may good fortune go with thee.
I kind of bet we are going to get the rest of the Dragon Quests remastered. But in specific orders.
Wait! Wait, I prithee! Take me with thee, my dearest heart. Pray, forsake me not. Wilt thou take me for thy companion?
I can't say no. We literally told a goddess we were going to make children. Sure.
Thou wilt? Oh, joy! Let us roam the land, and in doing so grow strong in both body and soul, that we might one day fulfill the vow we have made to Lady Rubis.
Aww.
It would seem a new journey awaiteth you both. May it be a happy one.
Really? She couldn't walk? Ah, Kira Toriyama. Dragon Quest 1 through 4 all have the original port to either SNES or DS with added content. Yeah, I have no wish, want, or desire to play the original. Like I said, once I do a story, I'm good. And I'll wait on 4 until it is remastered, because most likely it will be remastered. I kind of get the feeling they are doing them in sets. And those sets are this, like 1, 2, and 3 all tied together because it's the Eardic set. So then 4, 5, 6 will be in a row. Because I kind of bet Square Enix in their reconstruction that they're doing has a lot to do with the fact that these HD2D remasters are making them more money than their way overly remastered Final Fantasy VII. Dragon Quest did way better than Final Fantasy VII's remaster did. Remake. And as an HD2D remaster, it wouldn't have cost as much money. And it's kind of the thing that all the companies are doing now. They know that there's still money to be made with their OG titles. So they're bringing them forward. We've got all the Tales of games coming forward. The East games are coming forward. The Trails games, all of those original ones are coming back out, including Xanadu. Four through 6 are considered the Zenith era, but they're not really connected.
Alas, Majesty, thy precious child hast failed thee. But I shall not. This wicked world shall be remade. I swear it, upon my name.
Get you back. Yeah, Hargon. They're not really connected. They're not, but they are. They find a way to make the connection a little bit more obvious. Kind of the way they did with this. All right. Took 20 hours. That's not bad. If I wouldn't have like sat it on the shelf for a while. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's take a very short break so I can change the title on all the streams. It's gonna go into Dragon Quest II. Alright, but I want a restroom break first. So I shall be right back. Just need to do restroom and changing the title on all the streams. Thank you for the congratulations. I'll be right back. smiles if I go to the right screen. There he goes. Alright. So, Ice is back. And I think I found a guide that should work. Mainly for the maps and the stuff. Alright, so Dragon Quest II. Many years have passed since Alefgard was saved at the hero's hand, earning him the same title as his storied forebearer. Now there thrive 3 new kingdoms founded by this latest Eirdic and his scions. Yet so, too, thrives the darkness, a sudden invasion of a malicious monsters plunging the world into shadow once again. All that stands between the forces of evil and their wicked ambitions is a band of young princes and princesses of Eirdic's line. The time has come for them to venture forth and do their ancestor proud. Ice cream? I had a cookie. I wish I had ice cream. No, that would require me going downstairs. And I don't want to. Ooh. I have Nutty Buddy. I'll probably num on a Nutty Buddy. But yeah, I had to go to the restroom. Title of the streams. You know, this is the start of the second game. And feed the cat some yummy num num. And now I num num. Venture forth. We're going with the default names. Sir Gawain. English. Yeah. Dragon Quest. Auto saving. Yes.
Once upon a time, a young hero, descended from the legendary warrior Erdrick, defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord and restored peace and light to the world. Having done so, he set off on a journey with his new bride, and together they founded a kingdom of their own. This kingdom came to be ruled by their children, and by their children after them. Under the enlightened rule of the scions of Erdrick, the nation grew ever greater and more prosperous. As the years passed, other adventurous scions forged forth into the unknown, founding new kingdoms in their ancestors' image. Thus came there to be 3 nations ruled by those descended of the hero and his maiden. The first and oldest of the 3 was the Kingdom of Middenhall, named after the castle built by the hero and his bride.
Oh, my beautiful boy.
Thou wilt grow into a fine leader of the land. Of this I am certain.
Oh my lord, our character speaketh.
After Middenhall was founded the Kingdom of Cannock, a nation nestled betwixt misty mountains and lush forests.
Look, husband, he possesseth thy steely gaze.
A handsome devil, to be sure. Now, what name might befit one so dashing?
Oops. Caradoc. Yep.
It is perfect, is it not?
The very height of perfection, my dear. A mighty name for a yet mightier heir.
Lastly came the Kingdom of Moonbrook, founded by a spell-casting scion to whom weavers of magic flocked from the world over.
Yeah,
Dear,
I like how the crown's masked
Supposes
the
the
king's
princes
hair.
of Middenhall and Cannock might deign to play with our daughter when the three are older.
I doubt not, but they shall forge a fellowship most firm, as I did with my cousins the kings. But first, she will need a name that befitteth her station. And, after great pondering, I believe I have happened upon just that. Come, lend me thine ear.
Sure, Peronel. That is the weirdest name ever.
Yes, it is lovely. And her future will be bright. I swear it.
Thus did the legendary line continue into another generation. Some years later.
Some years. They mean like 16. Maybe 18. Whee!
Thou art grown most formidable. Thine ancestors' blood runneth strong in thy veins.
Oh, please, Father. Thou knowest full well mine abilities pale in comparison to thine. Thou hast mastered all manner of spells, of which I as yet know naught.
'Tis true, I was once a caster of no little renown, though now...
Father!
Oh no!
Alas, some matters are beyond even the purview of magic.
Come, Father. Let us repair to thy chamber.
Repair to thy chamber. What the hell? Ooh. Evil has come a-knocking.
What now?
By the goddess! Guards! Assemble!
Majesty, I bring grave tidings!
That there's only
Look
one
out,
guard?
an army of fiends upon the horizon. They draw ever closer.
Ooh.
Curse thee, Hargon!
Hargon?
Ooh. Bye-bye, guards. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh look, they brought a purple nutsack.
Muster the castle guard! Keep them out! I too will make...
Father!
Sire!
Care not for this old fool. Go to
For
the
those who watched my stream of Dragon Quest Builder 2,
It is too late!
Moonbrook, this kingdom, is the one that is destroyed, constantly under attack, and they're constantly reliving this moment.
Father, what is happening? What will become of us?
And she is the princess
Still
he's
thy heart.
looking
Thou
for.
shalt escape this place.
Oh, I'd recognize those ugly mugs anywhere. It's the king and his darling daughter. Lord Hargon was clear in his instructions. Let no one live.
Just as I feared. But wherefore now? It mattereth not. Moonbrook will not fall today. They knew our faces. Then I have no choice. This way, my child.
Run, little girl, run!
Father, please, I do not understand.
Listen to me. Thou hast thy mother's beauty and her wisdom. Thou wert ever our pride and our joy. Since the day of thy birth, everything I have done for thee. I would trade 1,000 lives to live this one with thee anew.
Thou speakest as if this is the last time we shall be together. I shall never leave thy side.
Come.
Ooh, bright light.
This is my kingdom, and I refuse to relinquish it without a fight.
R.I.P. Your Majesty.
Squeeze! There he is! He may be old, but he knows a spell or two. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Wherefore do you tarry so? Do not tell me you have had a change of heart. Today, you battled the bloodline of Edward.
Ooh. Aw. Bye, Moonbrook King. Nice knowing ya. One lone flower.
Must warn Midden Hall.
You've got this, dude.
There thou art, beloved son. Though thou seemst mightily vexed, didst thou dream ill-omened dreams, perchance?
Yes.
Our dreams are the mirror of our souls, my boy. If ever aught should trouble thee, thou must needs share it. Thus is a problem halved, as the saying goes. But enough of such talk. Today is a day like any other, and thou must needs be about thy duties. Pray, go into the streets of the city and walk amongst thy people. Speak to them of their hopes and fears, that thou might one day rule wisely over them. and thence to the practice ground, that thy sword might one day suffice to protect them.
Okay.
For thou art mine heir, but thou art also heir to mighty Erdrick, hero of legend, and thus is thy duty twofold. Thou must needs be king and hero both. It is no easy path, but I trust that thou wilt tread it well.
Pray, stop by to see the item seller this day, Highness. Tidings oft travel fastest among those who cross the land in search of profit. There is much to be learned from such people, and thence to the captain of the guard, and learn that of the sword which he might see fit to teach thee.
Alright. Opening the main menus. Easy, just press triangle. Anytime during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, pressing that button will put it to memory. Ba-ba. Alright, just it. Yes. Play settings. Audio. Music down a little bit. Voices, autoplay cutscenes, check. That should help me with hearing things. Address location, yes. Secret spots, yes. Recover, yes. Toggle it. Normal texting. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Boo, boo, boo. Da, 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 da. Just need the map. One seed of magic. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Holy water. That requires keys. Ooh, money. Mini metal. In your adventure, you may come across some shiny trinkets known as mini metals. These can be traded for all kinds of wondrous prizes. Yeah. We're not going to question the fact that, you know, Prince was sent to make nice with people and I'm sitting here robbing them all. Boo, 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 boo. Woo, woo, woo. Good town. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Now, also those who have played Dragon Quest Builders 2, this is the exact soundtrack they used. Fancy going faster. Yeah, I already pushed it. Slow, fast. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo. Do, do, boo. See the defense. Oh, itchy. And a total herb. Woo, woo, woo. How to heal. Staying the night in an inn will fully restore your magic points and hit points. If you find yourself the worse for wear after a bruising battle, head to the nearest inn to relax. That said, staying at an inn is definitely not a cure for death. You'll need to pay a church or traveling clergy member for resurrection. Triple feet travel kit. And my cat suit. See, like this one, I love the fact that you're dressed differently. And I hope it changes through the whole thing. Meow. Boo boo boo. Ooh. I was wondering about the cat. It's because I played the game in the right order. 3, 1, 2. Boo 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 boo. Mini metal. Woof woof. Boom ba doo 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 doo. No. There we go. Bamboo. Itchy, itchy. Woo, 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 woo. Down the hole. Boy, this guy's living well at the bottom of the well. Tuffy, thou askest why I shun my fellow man and hide myself away here? I can tell thee, pal, but once told, the tale cannot be untold. Art thou certain thou wishest... Yeah. Spill the beans? Well, 'tis because I like the damp. See? Lovely, clammy dampness. Ew. Okay, buddy. You do you, man. I'm not judging. Be back with a key. Later. Much later, because that's the third key. Boo 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 boo. Alright. That's everything on the map. Highness, just the man I wish to see. I am awaiting the delivery of a consignment of goods from Fair Moonbrook. It should have been here yesterday, and yet nothing. Alas, due to this sorry state of affairs, my shelves are nigh bare. So if you would still like to peruse them, you would be most welcome. Those towns are home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor, and some deal with in items. Their wares vary, so make sure to stop by. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. Well, well, if it's not my dear friend, Prince Charmless. Heir to mighty Eardick, and yet unable to cast so much as a spell to ward off warts. Have you naught better to do than fritter away your days in idle conversation? Still thine impertinent tongue, thou saucy rogue. Idle conversation indeed. The prince doth a great kindness to us all in speaking with us of our woes and worries. What quarrel hast thou with such a noble and upstanding young fellow? None. I merely thought that, being hero and future king both, it might not befit our prince to rely on main force alone, and that a word of warning to that effect might aid him in his growth. Thou thinkest thyself fit to counsel princes? Ha! Then thou art bone-headed indeed. Begone, swaggering oaf. Away with you. You already left, so that's whatever. Forsooth, fear not, Highness. The people know full well the purpose of thy daily tour of the town, and of how diligently thou practicest thy swordcraft each and every afternoon. Pay no heed to the prattings of green-eyed nincompoops. We stand firmly at thy back, but I have kept thee too long already. Away to the practice ground, and may fortune attend thee. I'm Prince Meows-a-Lot. Oh, getting sleepy. Oh, practice grounds. Gotta go get into a cat fight.
Highness, come, the practice ground awaiteth. Though I fear there is precious little left for me to teach thee. Despite thy youth, thy skill already approacheth mine own, nay, exceedeth it perhaps. To have tutored such a prodigy in the arts maketh me right proud. But I am yet captain of the guard, and have pride of mine own to think of. I do not mean to yield to thee just yet, young prince.
Practice round. Fight!
These wounds! Friend, what misfortune hath befallen thee?
What? Oh, there. I thought I injured him.
Brother! Wherefore wouldst thou abandon thy post at Moonbrook Castle? And how came thee to be injured so?
My wounds matter not. The king, I must speak with him. Please.
Of course. His Majesty will see him, surely. Come, we will take you there.
What is the meaning of this? What hath befallen thee, friend?
Majesty, Moonbrook Castle. Attacked. Monsters. A great horde of fiends.
Stay with us. I beseech thee.
Fear not, brother. We shall meet again.
Aww. At least he got to say goodbye to his brother.
He did his duty to the last, and expended his final breath that we might learn of the assault on Moonbrook. His was a grit and forbearance granted to few, and he must be given a burial befitting such heroism. It seemeth ill deeds are afoot in the kingdom of Moonbrook, but we do not yet know the full truth. Pray, do not speak of this until such time as the facts of the matter have been ascertained, lest panic spread needlessly among the populace. Sire, in the meantime, make ready to defend the city. I would speak with my son. Come, child, below with thee.
Alright. Oh, I've got Gawain. Strength seeds to Gawain. Alright. Do. Alright. Any resistance? No. Okay. Five. Give him magics. Luck. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, boo. Ah, the ones I can't open. They're flashing. I like that they flash this time. That way I won't miss them. Alright, Meowsy. Let's go, Meowser.
Another such tragedy befell our world some decades since. A great monstrous horde laid waste to the land of Renderak. The horde was commanded by one who styled himself High Priest Hargon, fearful that the High Priest's minions might make Middenhall their next port of call. My father did shore up the kingdom's defenses and set his men to watch for monsters on the horizon. I must confess that the further the tragedy drifted in time, the more I had thought the danger past.
Oh, see, they forgot their duty.
Between the assault just now reported and the one my father described cannot be denied. Could this be another Renderak? I hardly dare believe it. We must ascertain the facts of what hath befallen Moonbrook as soon as we are able. I would have thee journey to Cannock, there to share these unfortunate tidings with the king of that realm.
Okay.
None can afford to remain ignorant if the horde is abroad. Thence, thou must visit Moonbrook, and see with thine own eyes what hath befallen it. I must needs remain here, to see to our defenses, as my father did before me. Venture westward from our realm, and thou shalt reach the village of Leftwine soon enough. From there, cast thine eyes northward, and thou shalt espy the castle of Cannock, as that in Cannock and Moonbrook both
Gonna go on the road again.
Through whose veins floweth the blood of the hero
Gotta
of legend.
save my cousins
Take
on
care,
the
my
road
child.
again.
I have faith that thou wilt see thy duty done.
Alright, now's the time to meanders off. Before thou departest, Highness, pray take this. 200 bucks. Nice. And he put it straight into my bag. Uh-oh, what? Stream going out? Commercial. Oh, it is unstable. Alright, well, hopefully it holds on just a little bit longer, because I am getting sleepy. Knew that this peace could not last, and yet, for Moonbrook to have fallen is a blow beyond imagining. Know that His Majesty sends thee forth as duty dictates. He is, after all, a king, and a descendant of mighty Irdic to boot. But he is also a father, and I do not doubt that he will fret most mightily for thy safety on the road. I beg of thee, take care. On the meows again. I'm on the meows again. Oh, I don't want to save it again. Whee! Alright, if you feel a bit lost, press the square at your map. It'll show your current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings too. Traveler's tips are in the miscellaneous. Alright, hidden place over here. Oh, let's go get... Oh. Ew, look at the little boogers. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, leveled. I gotta remember to turn up the speed of the battle. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Last time I felt like I was a sloth in battle. Yeah, we're at the part that, like, every fight is going to be a level. Boo 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 boo. Oh, little ant. I like that the bad guys align with the bad guy locations in Dragon Quest Builders as well. Ooh. One divine dagger. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba ba. Ooh, I see the shiny shiny. Yo, bad guys. I've also got the elevating shoes on, which means every step I take is one experience point. Stone's throw. I know I don't want to wander too far because I get hurt. But I just want to go around to collect things. Woo, 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 woo. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oi. See, already I feel more, I don't know. The bonus of playing the other two is knowing the history behind these characters. And seeing the family interaction with them give me more of a connection to who the characters are. And that's what one was missing. Connection or feelings to the main guy. Hello, sir. Not many know of this spot, but it is an ideal place to forage. Similar sites can be found north of Middenhall, northwest of Cannock. Yo, old lady. Greetings, little one. Enjoying a spot of make-believe adventuring, are we? This funnier even dresses a cat. In that case, I suggest thou makest for the plain Cannock. Oh, and do investigate the land south and west of the kingdom whilst in the region. I too fancy myself an adventure in my youth. I mean, I don't look. I'm an adventurer, mama. Hello, Left Wind. Oh, such a pretty little place. Boo, 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 doo, doo, doo. Me throwing out the door. Hello, Rainbow Bank. Boom, 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 boom. Hit a wall. Ba da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 ba da 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 da. Boo, boo, boo. Chain sickle, chain on the end, or a chain with a sickle on the end.